Okay, anyway. Let's save again. Pain? Hold on. Try this again. There we go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Alex! Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. You come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. Huh? Well, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. And then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was in the book. Yuri, tell Alex to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen so much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. Bad. Still, coming from you, Sayuri, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
Oh, but you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Oh, come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Ah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Oh! What was... A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution!
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
Oh, so good!
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
Oh, I bit my tongue!
You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Oh, fine. Still, really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I got it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her.
Oh!
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's. I knew that's what was happening.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That is a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open.
Oh, sorry, I'm super sorry.
Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up, anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it, because I was practicing piano.
What the fuck is Monica doing?
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't, really. I just kind of started recently.
I've always wanted to learn piano. Oh, that's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alex.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Yeah, thanks. So I didn't miss out on anything, did I?
No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no. I was just kind of waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. You mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I just watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realize how weird this is to explain to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just curious. It's kind of a one-person job, though, isn't it? It's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve Alex in club activities?
But... My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Alex.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri...
Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Alex, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. You always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Alex, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. Feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Alex, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything's fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Well, of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. And it turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
Oh, you're always worrying about me, Alex. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Alex, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
I don't know, it's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? Wonder why that is.
Well, it's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yeah! I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sarah's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Oh, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize.
I'm gonna feed her chocolate.
I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. And just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Huh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Alex.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
Okay, all right. Situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus right now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm.
Huh.
Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different. What the fuck? I take the chocolate and place it into her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! Alex, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Yeah, I was texting. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I like this one, Alex. It has some nice feelings in it.
Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. No, that's exactly how it fucking works, Alex. See, what you don't fucking understand is that art doesn't mean shit. Fucking that was what fucking Andy Warhol fucking showed everybody, is that art means nothing. All that matters is that you like it. And that is it. Because art as a fucking science is a joke. Nothing matters. And that's what's real, man. And that's why, even though I fucking am jealous as fuck of Andy Warhol for fucking realizing that shit before anybody else did, and I fucking hate his guts because he fucking made his whole career out of making a mockery of art, at the same time, I respect the fuck out of that idea. Anyway, and again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, man, because art is whatever the fuck you want it to be. If you want it to be about feelings, that's about feelings. If you want it to be about fucking making an image and making somebody think about shit, then whatever, man. You do you. That's art, baby. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Well, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Alex. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. But they're all shouting, pleading, something. but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Well, I mean, this is pretty obvious. It's like she's trying, she sees herself giving up parts of what makes her happy to the people around her, and she feels like that even then it's not good enough. Very likely influenced by yesterday's events, or whenever. Like she feels like no matter what she does, she's not good enough, and she's destroying herself in the process. Holy crap. Sarah, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I can see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Oh, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sari's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. My leg hurts, kind of. It's weird. I hope I don't die. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. And we have Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. Oh, that's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's just gonna sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean it. I mean, looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Hey again, Alex. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. You want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. I'm just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I mean, I guess so. You can't deny she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's probably the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? Load me. Load me? So, kind of starting to get more of that meta vibe. There's a definite connection with red, green, blue. Because, I mean, that's... So... I'm not sure that that's how like LCD displays work. I can't remember, to be honest. Maybe they do. But anyway, so at least with CRT screens, you basically had little blocks that were red, green, and blue lines. Well, yeah, I guess that's kind of how it worked with older screens. But anyway, yeah, like RGB. That's where you get like RGB values for colors and stuff. Back before we had like more complicated ways of expressing colors in computers. So it definitely kind of points more towards that meta vibe going on. And going to sine, cosine, tangent. I mean, mathematical stuff? I'm not really sure, other than, realizing that she's in some kind of simulation. And then load me. Like, something really weird is going on here. Save me. Load me. She's totally, yeah. She is fucking meta as fuck. Yeah, definitely. What the fuck is this game? Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Well, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem's about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha! And that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Huh. Weird.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Alex, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
You saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. That very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
She's playing us? Or she has, like, a pretty hardcore superiority complex? In spite of being so, like, shy and shit? I guess totally what it is.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical.
No, it isn't.
I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro! Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what this is supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Unless she's talking to... Wait. Yeah, she's either playing us, or this is about something else. In which case, whoa.
It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Alex?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individual—
Oh god, is she a furry? No. Oh, wow. Yeah. That could be it.
Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Alex.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That is a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica.
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is that we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? No, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone up until just a few days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members, and the least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
Haha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh, no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation? Recitation? I don't know. I don't even know if that's a real word. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
What? Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then! Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. That's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're just reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay, then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Alex liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery would not work as well. You might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I mean, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
And then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before Alex. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Alex lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have that much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
I don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your own writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... it's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. And while she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
Wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh, well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I would think it'd be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
All right. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Oh. Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal about it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
Oh, it's okay, Alex. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
so let's just say that one day Yuri has to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well,
Uh-oh. Fuck. I feel bad, but I like Yuri way more than you. Only aesthetically, though. In all honesty, she seems kind of full of herself and makes herself out to be a little deeper than she actually is. But I want the Yuri route. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down.
isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ha ha ha! You admitted it! Oh, jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling kind of awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time.